Okay, this is our second story titled Safe and Sound. Make sure you have it in front of you, your pencil's ready. Follow along, finger to follow on your first word. Tim Jackson sat silently at the dinner table. His father was sharing some important news about Big Fork Coal Mine. Dad worked there. The mine has been getting worse and worse, Tim's father said, shaking his head. Damaged equipment isn't repaired. The air quality has been terrible. When you walk in there, it's like walking into a dust storm. I'm not sure what to do. Why don't you report those problems to Mike? Tim's mother asked. Just because Mike is our supervisor doesn't mean his bosses listen to him. Besides, everybody's a little nervous about complaining. The big bosses don't like to hear about what's wrong at the mine. They won't allow it. So what do you plan to do about it? Tim's mother asked. Somebody will get hurt, and that somebody could be you. Tim's father nodded, but then he stopped talking and finished his dinner in silence. That night, Tim had trouble falling asleep because he was worrying about his father. He wondered whether his dad would do anything about the problems at the underground mine. Would he speak up and lose his job? Or would there be an accident? The next afternoon, Tim's mother and father met him at the door when he got home from school. Tim was surprised to see his father at home before dark. Usually, his dad worked at the mine all afternoon. The safety office got a phone call about some problems at the mine, his dad explained. They sent over inspectors for a surprise check. They found dozens of safety problems, so they shut down the mine. Does that mean you're out of work, Dad? Tim asked. Just for a few weeks while they fix those safety problems, his dad said. Meanwhile, your father and all of the other miners are safe and sound, his mother said, smiling. Tim felt relieved, knowing that his dad wouldn't get hurt in the mine or lose his job. But he did have one question for his dad. Who made that phone call about safety problems at the mine? They don't know, his dad said, because it was an anonymous call. He shrugged and looked at his wife and smiled. Even if I did know, I'd never spread any rumors. All right, question number 7. In paragraph 4, what is the meaning of the word supervisor? Go back and look at paragraph 4. I'm going to read it. Just because Mike is our supervisor doesn't mean his bosses listen to him. What is a supervisor? A person who directs work. B, a safety inspector. C, an underground miner. D, a person who works for the government. Press pause, mark your answer. Question 8. Which of these is a key event in the last part of the story? A, Tim comes home from school. B, the mine has too much dust. C, the mine gets closed down. D, Tim worries about his father's safety. Press pause, mark your answer. 9, based on story details, choose 2 inferences that the reader can make about Tim's dad. Think about what an inference is. A, he has worked in the mine since he was young. B, he worries about safety in the mine. C, he thinks his bosses I'm going to say that one again. He thinks the mine bosses are fair and honest. D, his closest friend is a supervisor, Mike. E, he wants to do what's right about the mine. F, he does not like to work in the afternoon. Mark 2. Press pause. Think about it. 10. Which phrase from the passage gives a clue to the meaning of anonymous in paragraph 13? Paragraph 13, I'm going to go back and reread anonymous. They don't know, his dad said, because it was an anonymous call. What does anonymous mean? A, felt relieved. I'm going to stop there, guys. We're not trying to figure out the meaning. It's which is a clue to the meaning of anonymous. A, felt relieved. B, that phone call. C, they don't know. D, spread any rumors. Mark your answer whenever you're ready. We're moving on to question 11. All right, the instructions for question 11. Choose 4 sentences that belong in a summary of the events from Safe and Sound. Put an X next to the sentences that you choose. Remember, you're only choosing 4. You don't have to put them in order. You're just marking 4 sentences that you would include in a summary. I'm going to read each of them out loud. Tim's father usually worked at the mine all afternoon. Tim's mother asks whether somebody could get hurt at the mine. Tim learns that the mine will be closed for the next few weeks. Tim's father tells about safety problems at the mine during dinner. Tim's father says the miners are afraid to complain. Tim worries that his father may get hurt at the mine or lose his job. Tim's mother is happy that Tim's dad is safe and sound. You're going to choose 4 that you would put in a summary. Remember, you're looking for the key events that move this story along. Okay? Press pause, go back, listen again if you need. Question 12. Again, I'm not going to read all of these words to you. In paragraph 2, the Y in that word is pronounced the same as what? Read each of the words and mark your answer. Question 13. Why didn't Tim's dad want to complain about problems at the mine? A, he did not want to lose his job. B, he did not think they were serious. C, he did not want Mike to get upset. D, he did not see any reason to complain. Mark your answer. All right, the written response. Take a look. The directions say read the following prompt, refer back to making mine safer and safe and sound to write a response. Based on these 2 passages, describe the kinds of safety problems that coal miners may face in their jobs. Use details from both passages to support your answer. You're going to be using or trying to use our RACE strategy. I'm not going to grade you on your ability to use RACE. I'm going to grade you on your ability to describe those safety problems, but I do want you to try and restate and answer. Now you need to give me safety problems. It is plural, so I need more than 1 problem. And then I need some specific evidence. It said in the text. How did you find your answer? These are not just your own ideas. You read it and came up with them. I want you to write this answer out. And then you're going to be done with the comprehension portion. And all of that can get turned in. And you're good to go.